After months waiting, it is almost over. The Philadelphia Eagles have had a long journey to this draft, but we are coming up on it so fast. Now, I want to talk a little bit about these draft prospects and just get a little bit inside my mind while I enjoy the great outdoors. So come along with me on this journey.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I want to go over a couple things with this draft. Honestly, I just kind of want to talk. I just want to kind of get some stuff off my chest, and where else to do it, where better to do it, I should say, than in the great outdoors. So before we should get into all that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 4K. We would love for you guys to join that ride. But for now, join the journey. Let's calm down a little bit. I want to talk about this draft because honestly, you're either excited or you're nervous, or a healthy dose of both right now. And I think I'm on the latter right now. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit excited. I think that there's a lot of players in this draft that we can grab, but there's a lot of ways that Howie Roseman can do us wrong. We've seen it before. We're probably going to see it again at some point in our lifetime. I'm just hoping it's not this draft. This draft is very, very important for the Philadelphia Eagles in many ways. We can change the face of our franchise. We can change the fortunes of our franchise and the direction of our franchise, probably most importantly, with this draft. We obviously went through this free agency. Everybody was getting overpaid. Depending on where you stand on what this team should have done as far as free agents, you're either okay with what you saw or you're very upset. Again, I probably land on the latter. I'm probably a little bit upset about what I saw, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We are where we are, and we are who we are. So the Eagles have a lot of different ways they can go in this draft. I've been one to say that I think the Eagles need defense, right? But we have seen a lot of wide receivers come into this building. We've seen a lot of offensive linemen come into this building. So what will the Philadelphia Eagles do is up for grabs, but I do want to go over probably the best and case worst scenario. So come with me. Worst case scenario. So I want to go over the worst case scenarios. And you guys know me, I love a good pun. The Eagles are at a crossroads. We got two options that we can pick right now. Do we go all in on this offense, or do we go all in on this defense, or a nice little circulation of both? The Eagles have not been known to hit on a lot of their draft picks, especially after the first round, and even sometimes in the later of the first round. But we have to make a decision. Worst case scenario is we go into this draft blind. Worst case scenario, we go into this draft not ready for what may happen or what may not happen in this draft. In the first round, we could be looking and saying, we need a cornerback, we need this. But if we're not ready for all the possible scenarios, we're going to be lost. So Howie Roseman cannot, I repeat, cannot go into this blind. Listen to your scouts. Have plans, have backup plans, have backups to the backup plan. I don't know how this draft is going to go. And honestly, every year, no one knows how the draft is going to go. But this year, even more so, you don't know if there's going to be a run on wide receivers, or a run on defensive linemen, a run on quarterbacks. We have no idea. A lot of teams are up and down on certain prospects. The Eagles have to keep their options open and be willing to change as the draft does. I still believe we need to go defense, but if wide receiver is the best player available at number 15, how we have a plan to be able to get that best player available and still build this defense. There's so many different ways we can go, so many. Right now, there's only two here, but the Eagles have infinite amount of possibilities. So the worst case scenario to me is that they don't take advantage of those infinite amount of possibilities and just wing it. That is the worst case scenario and the scariest thing to me.
It's a good workout.
Oh my God, oh my God. Now I want to talk about the best case scenario. Best case scenario might be a pipe dream, but at the end of the day, don't shoot me because I'm dreaming, man. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles, like I said earlier on in this video, have the opportunity to turn around the fortunes of this team. We can get very young and very good very quick. This draft may not offer those top end talents. It may not offer you the Jamar Chase, you know, the Justin Herbert, the Patrick Mahomes of his time. I guess Patrick Mahomes wasn't really that highly touted as a drafter, but you understand what I'm saying. It might not give you that top tier talent on the surface, but I think that there's a lot of talent in this draft. A very, very deep draft. We've had a lot of different analysts on this channel, and that's the main thing that they say to me is that, Joe, there's a lot of guys in this draft that can create some real impact. So best case scenario is that Howie Roseman and his scouts come together and they're allowed to find those guys. The Eagles have been very lucky in getting guys in the second, in the third, even in the fourth, fifth rounds that have been making impact. You look at a Jordan Mailata, you look at Jordan Hicks not too long ago in the third round at linebacker. You look at, you can go down the list. You look, Jason Kelsey was a fifth round pick, right? There's so many guys that we've gotten throughout these drafts that haven't just been in first round. But if you look at the first round, we got two of them things. We got two of those first round picks. You have to be able to utilize those and get you to impact players. So I guess best case scenario is we utilize every single pick the correct way. And that doesn't necessarily mean picking a player. We have 10 picks, right? We can still trade up in the second round. We can trade back into the first round if that's something that they find somebody they love. You can trade back into the end of the second round, into the beginning of the third round. There's so many different things that you can do. You're not kitty cornered to just saying, let's take the best player available at our picks. You can now say, look, if there's a guy at 10 that we love, we have the ammo to now go get that guy. So make the right decisions. Be a little aggressive, right? Be aggressive. We want to see that, how we want to see you making a pick that we all say, I didn't think he had the cojones to do that, right? Maybe it's a Derek Stingley, maybe it's a Nakobe D, maybe it's a, you Trayvon Walker, you name the guy, Kayvon Thibodeau, one of these guys that maybe slips to the number 10 spot, to the number 11 spot. Howie, that's your time to go ahead and make that call and go get us the guy you want. We have every opportunity to trade up and trade down. We can do both. We can do both and get great players, great value. We can continue to build next year's draft if that's something that you want to do. So many opportunities to fix this team right now. And best case scenario, Howie Roseman feels that same way. So that's my best case scenario. But also, it's a pipe dream probably, but it is what it is. All right, and that's basically where we're going to end it. So there's a positive spin, there's a negative spin. I gave everybody what they want. I'm just hoping that the Philadelphia Eagles use this time to improve the team. That is the only thing I care about. I don't care who we pick. I don't care when we pick them. As long as they are the correct guys for this team, that's all I'll be happy with. That's all I want. So you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Who do you think is going to be drafted this coming Friday? It's a week away now. It's a week away. Who do you think is going to be on the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here.
Everywhere, this is for you.
Fly Eagles flying, you on the team. Touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog, or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season hit, early time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.